All right, guys, so usually we see bowlers bowl great the first couple of games. Myself, sometimes on the fresh, I can bowl great. But as the lanes transition, you kind of see sometimes people struggle. And that's because the lanes get drier, the oil is taking off the lanes, and bowlers, we don't adapt to it. So earlier we were throwing a dollar ball that is gonna be great for fresh conditions where the ball is gonna go smooth, it's gonna hook early, it's gonna be predictable in the oil. But as the lanes dry up, you're gonna need a shinier ball to help you navigate through the transitions because the lanes get drier, so you need a ball that doesn't hook as early and help you make the turn in the back end. So let's go to the lanes and see the difference between the two bowling balls. Using shinier balls is a great option for someone that doesn't want to do a lot of physical changes, but still it's a great way to combat dry lane conditions. We're talking about a short oil pattern, we are talking about the length. So we have long patterns, medium patterns, and short patterns. Usually a short pattern fits in the range of 36 feet and less. So we're used to bowling on medium patterns. The typical house shot is a medium pattern. So when you go into a short pattern, you're gonna see a lot of hook. So you have 2 or 3 feet less of oil, so you're gonna notice that difference. So a common misconception when it comes to short oil patterns is that because we see a lot of hook, we wanna throw our weakest ball in our arsenal, we wanna throw our shiniest ball, and usually what that does is just gonna give us a lot of backhand reaction, and that's exactly what we do not want. What we actually want is a ball that hooks in the front part of the lane. We want the ball to work in the first feet of the lane. We wanted the ball to hook early and have a smooth reaction. And in order to achieve that, we need stronger balls, we need urethane balls, we need balls that hook, we need dull balls. So all the opposite of what the most of people used to think for a short pattern. What I like to do, a good way to kind of have an idea of where I want my breakpoint to be in, a good rule to use is the rule of 31. So this rule is basically just taking the pattern distance, which is 36, and subtract 31, and that's gonna give us 5. So what I know right now is that I wanna get my ball to the right, closer to the 5 board, so it's a really good starting point to get lined up. All right guys, so you saw me struggling a little bit. I just try to get in, try to hit the ball, and as you could see, my ball was just hooking way too much in the back end. So the move that I did in order to have a better ball reaction, I just moved back to the right, take a little bit of the reps out, I just don't hit it at all at the bottom, and increase my ball speed. So as you guys could see, my ball reaction was way much better. I had a smoother reaction in the ball, and I was able to hit the pocket consistently. So on a short pattern, it's gonna trick you. It's gonna make you wanna go left because your ball is hooking, and the more you move left, the more the ball is gonna hook. And so as you guys could see, the best bet that you could do is just try to move to the right, get your breakpoint to the right, and that's gonna help you to create a smoother reaction and hit the pocket more consistently. Usually a long pattern is any pattern that has 43 feet or more in length. One main characteristic that we see on a long oil pattern is our ball is skidding a ton. So our ball doesn't hook as much because of course we have more oil on the lane. So especially when we compare it to a typical house shot, when we throw it to the right and it hooks, here we throw it to the right and it's gonna go dead straight. So we are gonna go to the lanes now. We're gonna try to get lined up, and we're gonna try to teach you how to get lined up on a long oil pattern. All right guys, so today we're bowling on a 45 feet pattern. So what I like to do in order to get lined up is use the rule of 31. So 45 minus 31 is gonna give me 14. So that's gonna be around the breakpoint that I want to have. Of course, it's not perfect. This is going to give me an idea of where I would like to see my bowling ball. On longer patterns, of course, you want to have your ball as close to the pocket. I have a strong asymmetric ball, not a ton of surface, but like light 3000. So now we're going to go to the lanes. We're going to go try to get lined up and walk you guys through it. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, I was trying to keep my break point as close to the pocket. It was around 14, 13. One key thing in a long hole pattern is that we won't have a ton of room to the right. So even though we are playing on the middle part of the lane, we still gotta keep our angles straight. So you're gonna feel that you're playing deeper than what you normally play if you're in a house shot, but you also gotta keep that break point as close to the pocket as you can and keep your angles straight. So as you guys saw in one shot that I missed to the right, my ball almost didn't hook, leave a flat 10. So it's very important to keep your angles straight, throw it, not a ton of speed, normal speed, and that's gonna help you to get more consistently to the pocket in a long hole pattern. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. Please let us know in the comments what do you think. Please also like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.